Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for all collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 83 of my behind the scenes toy photography video series here on the CoolFigurez channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Starting off with the Hammond Collection Paralophosaurus that I did happen to pick up at Target on clearance for $5, guys. And if you didn't know, this has to be my all-time favorite dinosaur. I don't know what it is about it. I just absolutely love it. So I got to use my jungle diorama once again with this guy. And honestly, for being a Hammond collection, which if you didn't know is the Jurassic Park 3.75 inch line, this guy is pretty massive. So I could only imagine what size he would be if they brought him into the Amber collection, which is their 6-inch line. But yeah, I had a lot of fun shooting this guy. Brought back a lot of great memories of myself when I was a kid doing a report on that exact dinosaur for school. Moving on to another figure that I happen to have found on stupid clearance for $5 as well, and that is the McFarlane Toys Retro 66 Boxing Riddler. So yeah, guys, another figure I had no intention of picking up till I scanned him and he said $5, and I was like, you know what, why the fuck not? Unfortunately, now I'm searching for Batman with boxing gloves and a boxing ring or a WWE ring, since those are cheaper, to kind of put him in and have him fight and whatnot. So yeah, other than that, I mean, it is basically the same Riddler figure that we've gotten before from McFarlane Toys, just with some sculpted boxing gloves and shorts. Although I have to admit, he is pretty photogenic, as you can see. Much like every figure in this line, he has very limited articulation. So the photos and the posing, I did the best with what I had, guys, because like I said, it isn't a DC Multiverse line. It's a Retro 66 line, and it does not have 22 points of articulation like the DC Multiverse line. So next up, let's talk about somewhat of a line that I don't really collect, which is the Vintage Collection. However, I do love Boba Fett, and the majority of my Vintage Collection figures are Boba Fett. So of course, I had to pick up the brand new Deluxe Tatooine Boba Fett, and I say deluxe very sarcastically because this should have been just a basic figure packed in with some extra stormtrooper helmets. But guess what, on the first go around they couldn't even get that part right, and I got him without the extra stormtrooper helmets, and I had to request a replacement from Amazon. Thankfully the replacement came with the helmets, and I was able to get my helmets with my Boba Fett. But yeah, that should have all just came packed in, and as you can see, it was a quick little shoot and a quick little teardown. But here we have some awesome picks, and although I don't really collect this line, these guys do look amazing. They are very highly detailed, especially considering the scale at 3.75 inch, so really cool detailing and sculpt work and whatnot. Obviously the articulation isn't gonna be 6-inch scale type of articulation, but it's pretty good for what it is in terms of the scaling and everything. So yeah, guys, with that being said, let's move on into this week's in-depth behind the scenes toy photography video series, episode 4. So if you didn't know, I started a separate video series where I go more in depth on certain shots that I choose to take for my Epic Shots by CoolFigurez page. If you didn't know, I have a separate Instagram page where I post my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out if you like what you see. Let me follow there as well. And this is what essentially this shot is for, is that page. And every week I choose to take at least one really good shot where I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I go in depth in my process, what I thought about setting up this shot and whatnot, my lighting, how I'm doing certain things with it, practical effects, whatnot. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out episode 4. With that being said, guys, I've been your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.